Changing yourself, changing your lifestyle, and twisting things that you want to change about yourself is very, very rigorous in a way. Um, right now, I just moved into my new dorm. I'm in college now, freshman in college. I'm an ME major, mechanical engineering at Alabama A&M University, and I feel like my journey of coming here about 3 hours away from my home and trying to better myself as a person as a whole, and I feel like this college can help me achieve that. And well, at the end of the day, it's up to you and only you to change yourself. There's of course there's gonna be factors of meeting new people, connecting with people, networking with people, um, doing things that's out of your comfort zone. Those are kind of factors to help you change in that way. But at the end of the day, it's up to you and if you really, you know, take the initiative of actually doing it. And I kind of learned that now, even though I've only been here for, I think it's my second day already. Not really much has happened, ex- except for the fact that I kind of noticed I've been talking to more people now. Um, I still notice I'm kind of shy. Um, we're starting conversations right now with my roommate. We kind of been with each other a lot, and it's a big adjustment, honestly, in a dorm like this as well. This is kind of not the best dorm, to be honest, I could say, but it's a big adjustment, and I feel like it's really good to have that this new exposure and new environment, except for me just being pampered at my home. Because me personally, I feel like if I did not move away from my home, away from my parents, I feel like I was gonna have the same boring, same tiring lifestyle that I had at home because really I wasn't satisfied with myself as a person at home. I just felt like I was making the same habits. I was not starting my day right. I would rely on my parents so much and just everybody else around me and I wouldn't do stuff myself. I was just very pampered. I was given a lot of things without me doing it myself. And I just hope and I pray and hope I can change those things into the greater good for myself. Because even though I'm still a young adult, male adult, minority adult, honestly, black and Filipino, there's still a lot of mishaps in life that I had to tackle. And I just feel like even though my parents have given me very great advice, very good advice as a man from my dad and from my mom, taking treating women with respect and everything. I also feel like not necessarily hindering me, but they they can't be there to help with my problems, with my issues, and they're not going to understand it the same way that I am. That I'm going to understand my own problems and issues, if that makes sense. But all in all, I feel like everyone, including me, should. It's good to be independent. Um, Most of the time, and that's how I believe can help you grow at the end of the day. Even though, which kind of doesn't really make sense because in my situation, one of the biggest factors why I came to this college was to help with my speaking, conversating with people, and networking with people. I feel like I have to work on speaking to people, just start a conversation, speaking up, because I feel like I mumble a lot when I speak. Um, Connecting with people, not even at a professional level, but also on a deeper level as well. Just getting to know my professors and just asking for help and questions if I need it. And if I can't find those questions to those answers, I have to find it myself. So, um, I just feel when I mean by just being independent, I just feel like people, people, you can't rely on people all the time at the end of the day. because even though is being selfish is not a good thing, and being selfless can help other people and help yourself in a good way too. I feel like at the end of the day, you should always prioritize yourself, and I feel like a lot of people say that already, but I feel like that's kind of gets swept under the rug, and it's not really taken seriously in a way. And that's how I feel like most people kind of get stressed out all the time because when they're kind of not taking care of themselves, or when things don't go their way, they don't really know how to take care of themselves because they've always kind of not really relied on people, but they've always had someone else as a drawback when you can't really draw back on yourself. If that makes sense. You can't have. I feel like most people don't have this bubble where they can keep to themselves, keep to their thoughts, and just kind of meditate or just think for a minute about your situations with a calm mindset. So yeah, um, yeah. At the end of the day, life just be I what I view life as is kind of like just a river, honestly. Um, I've kind of noticed with people I've talked to, with panel speakers and people I look up to, with my relatives and just people in higher ranks, like already in the professional world, I've kind of noticed that most people kind of drift away from what they want to do during college. Like I would say like 80 to 90% of the time, they kind of change their majors or they go to a path that they never expected they were going to go to. So I kind of feel like whatever life takes you there in a certain route, you kind of not necessarily embrace it, but you kind of just have to adjust to it. Now, this could kind of be taken out of context where you can be like, oh, when if I'm homeless or if I'm financially struggling, am I supposed to be here? Am I why did life bring me down this road when you don't necessarily have to stay in that road, but you can try and create a path or another river, another divot in that river to go to another place you want to go. I just feel like maybe rivers are a bad example, but I just feel like life can be a stream of rivers or a big root, like big roots under a tree, under a big great oak tree, or Yggdrasil, if you will. And I don't know. I just I'm hoping for the best for myself, my peers, my roommate, everyone else supported me, my families, my relatives, my sisters, um, my uncles, my aunties, people that I'll meet in the future, and we'll just see how it goes from here. Um, because even with A&M, my one of my closest friends kind of convinced me to come here, and even with I said this in the past videos, I was kind of confused with the whole admissions process, but I really like the school. The school really good. Not even kind of, I actually do like the school a lot. And even with my majors, I'm not even 100% sure with the major I'm going into. Not saying that I don't want to do it, but when I came, even with my career path, I wasn't really sure what I exactly wanted to do. I still was focused on STEM. Like I still like STEM and everything, so I've always wanted to do something in STEM. And at first I chose biology, but instead I'm going with mechanical engineering, and I know it has a lot of math into it, but we gonna see. I just I wanna tap into things that I've never tapped into myself personally on another level when I'm here. That's the big goal. My biggest goal here is to be still become the same person, but with different aspects of myself,